Hello, it's your girl. I am Royalty, and I am popping in with your Sunday segment. On last week, we were over in 1 Corinthians 12, verse 12 through 26. We were talking about unity in the body and also locating your it. Unity and diversity in the body. Just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body, so it is with Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentile, slave or free, and we were all given the one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. Now, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. If the whole body were an eye, where would the sense of hearing be? If the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as He wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, I do not need you. And the head cannot say to the feet, I do not need you. On the contrary, those parts of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable, and the parts that we think are less honorable, we treat with special honor. And the parts that are unpresentable are treated with special modesty, while our presentable parts need no special treatment, but God has put the body together, giving greater honor to the parts that lack it, so that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern for each other. If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. So let's define it. Used to refer to things previously mentioned or easily identified. Used to identify a person. And that's what it is doing in this text. It's being used to identify the person and also the it that's affecting the person. Now, the word it is a pronoun, which fills the position of a noun. Nouns identify a person, place, or thing, which the word it is doing now in the text. But if you can refer back to the Mary and Martha situation when Jesus had to help Martha focus on her own it. Now, the word it in this text in verse 25, when it speaks about its parts, has an S. Why? Why? Because it is a possessive pronoun. Let's read the text again because you'll notice what it's trying to tell us is that the earth and everything in it belongs to the Lord, and so do we. 1 Corinthians 12, verse 25 through 26. So that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern for each other. If one part suffers, every part suffers. Now remember, we're talking about unity. And a possessive pronoun states or indicates belonging, something that a person owns. Well, the earth that we live in belongs to God, remember? And so do we. So He knows what it's going to take for things to work accordingly. He's the God of order. God being a God of order, He leaves us His word to live by. Psalms 119:105, Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So wisdom is always key. It's how the math starts mathing. It helps you to make sense of your life matters, which is important. That's what keeps God's order. See, I'm calling this the it factor. A factor is a circumstance, fact, or influence that contributes to a result or outcome. See, something takes place that causes something else to take place, but we still must make the math. We must make sense of the matters. We must do things right, decently, and in order. See, God sees us as one body. That's why we have to start making the math. We have to start making sense of matters. We see this with Jesus, even when he was dealing with Mary and Martha. He tried to make sense of the matter. He caused Martha to locate herself. See, he knows how things should operate. And he knows how he wants them to operate within the body of Christ. That's why it's important for you to be able to locate your own personal it, so that when we come together in one body, in the body of Christ, we can operate and flow in a proper, orderly manner. All right, it's your girl, I Am Royalty. I pray that you are enjoying your Sunday. Hey, let's make the math stop mathing. Locate your own personal it. All right, talk to you soon. Until next week, enjoy your day. Now, if you can't locate your it and you need some assistance with locating your it, remember the roles of Jesus when he was dealing with Mary and Martha. Keep all things confidential, because we're all growing in wisdom, stature, favor with God and man. When all things align, we'll be just fine. All right? Be blessed.